All right, everybody, welcome back to the Buffalo Philly special podcast. We have the waiver the waiver wire whiz, and the father of fantasy football himself is here. Now, you ask, why is he the father of fantasy football? That is because he is the old man of our group, so we call him the father. But we love him anyways. What is going on, Mr. Philly Fat Guy?
Not much. Appreciate you having me. Just this podcast needed a good looking beard on it.
There we go.
Well, okay, he got me there. All right. Well, so you have a keep four cut four for me. I have a keep four cut four for you. So I will let you go first, Trace, since you are running the show for this particular moment.
All right. Well let's begin by having some fun. So I'm gonna ask you a simple question to get started. Do
Okay.
you want to, for today, do you want to talk about football or do you want to talk about stuff related to your childhood? Which direction would you
Let's
like?
go with the 90s questions.
Oh, you think there'll be 90s questions? All right. Well, let's have some
Ooh, I hope I hope so.
fun. Actually, you're spot on. We're gonna do some 90s cartoons and see.
All right, let's go. Doug better be on there, or Hey Arnold at least.
All right, well let's see what happens. I'm going in order and how in the order that it comes. We're gonna go ahead and kick it off.
All right,
Rugrats.
keep childhood.
Oh, this was quick. Doug.
Keep. Wait. Which version? Nickelodeon or Disney Channel?
Good clarifying question. We will go with let's go with Nickelodeon. We got it.
Okay, keep. Disney's is trash.
Yeah, Nickelodeon was yeah, but we're gonna keep going. Hey Arnold.
Keep. Shit.
This is where it
Boy.
gets fun. It's gonna get interesting here. All right. Pokemon.
Well,
Oh boy.
yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that one.
All right. Well, that means that you're maxed out. You kept all
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
But
I mean,
so just to do a quick excuse me. You kept Pokemon, Hey Arnold, Doug, and Rugrats. And I don't think anybody's gonna blame me for those keeps. But here's the ones that you cut: Dragon Ball Z,
more than
X
okay.
Men, Batman, and Recess.
I did perfect.
No way.
Recess is great.
Yeah,
Didn't really
I'm
get
about
to.
to say Recess is really good.
I didn't get to watch X-Men or Batman on like cart.
X-Men is
Yeah, I
legendary.
didn't get to watch either of those two. And what was the other one?
It
Dragon
was
Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
I've never watched that a day in my life.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, you sound like a 90s cartoon truther, so yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun. That
Hey
was fun.
Arnold's my favorite cartoon. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to give away all my eggs in one basket. Then Doug, then Rugrats.
Fair enough.
So yeah, we did great. All right,
Yeah.
so Philly, here's yours. We got players facing make or break seasons. There's 8 players. You know how the drill is. Number one is going to be Maserati Marv.
Marvin Harrison. We're gonna keep Marvin.
Oof. All right, your next one is going to be Brian Thomas Jr.
See you later, cut Brian Thomas Jr. You guys love him for some reason.
because he won me a championship his rookie year. The next one's going to be CJ Stroud.
Oh, nah, because I know you're pulling something. I'm gonna cut CJ.
I would never. Your next one is going to
No.
be the truth, Bryce Young.
So I did too. I'm gonna keep Bryce Young. I'm gonna go out. I think he.
Okay. So you were keeping Marvin Harrison and Bryce Young, cutting Brian Thomas Jr. and C.J. Stroud. Next one up is Kayvon
Yes.
Thibodeau.
If Thibodeau could only find a home, I'm going to cut him for now.
You're going to cut him? All right. Your next one is going to be Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, I'm keeping him. You know that. Come
Yeah.
on.
You're going to keep Tua? All right. Your next one's going to be Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, nope. See you later.
Okay.
I'm cutting Kyler. I'm going to
I
at the mercy of the will.
originally had J.J. McCarthy there, but that was such an instant cut that I was like, nah. We're going to go with the last player here, Jordan Addison.
I'll take that, Addison. That's all right. I would probably exchange Addison for Thibodeau, but I'll take it. I left with it. I'm not a Murray fan, so I'll take Addison over Murray.
Don't blame you there. All right. Well, now that that's done and said, which trade do you guys want to talk about first? I'll let you guys take the lead.
I mean, let's just jump in and have some fun. Come on. We got to talk about the Myles Garrett trade. Come on.
Okay.
Let's just
all right. Fun. Give your opinion first. I'll go last.
Sure. I'll jump right on in. I've kind of been saying it. I said it in the beginning of the offseason with the moves that LA was making, that they're trying to go all in. But I think this was a confirmation. They are going for that championship. And I'm gonna be honest, this was a for what they're trying to do. If they win the ship, it was worth it.
Right.
That's really my take on it. It was a big risk because I love me some Jared Verse. So to let Jared Verse walk with the first round picks, I mean,
hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Won the trade personally, but we don't know yet. If they make it to the promised land, then I mean, it was all worth it. So we'll have to see. But I'm gonna let other people share too.
Yeah. So my initial thought was when this trade went down, I was like, "Oh my god, what? How? Okay, cool." Then I did some digging. This all but seals Puka's fate of leaving LA next year. With that contract, they're not going to have money left to give him.
Sorry.
It's an amazing trade. Myles Garrett, and with the rumors of Aaron Donald coming out of retirement already starting, can you imagine that front left and right side? Oh my goodness! I mean, I don't know about you. I like Jared Verse. Don't get me wrong, but if I could have Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald on the other side, yeah, I would take that all day.
It was a good move. I mean, they have so many other, and I want to hear from you, Philly. The father of fantasy football. They have so many other, like, really good linemen. LA does that. I don't think they're going to hurt too bad with this decision at all. Because I think they're going to have one of the more dominant defensive lines in the league now with this move.
I think they're going to have the best line in the game, but go ahead, Father.
Yeah, I agree. Their line, they have so many unsung. Versa runs his mouth too much for me. He proved that against the Eagles when he pointed to the scoreboard, and then he wound up losing that game, and everybody pointed at him. But the Rams didn't give anything away for Garrett. What did they give away? A first and a fifth?
No, it was
first, second, third.
A first and
it was a. Well, let's get it right.
It's a 2027 first, 2027 second, 2028 third.
Yeah,
so one from each one, and then Jared Verse as well. I feel like the Browns could have got more. To be honest,
the Browns could have got more.
Yeah.
All that does is hurt. The Raiders traded Max Crosby.
Yeah.
He's only going to get a one for him now.
I don't know.
I'll send the 2027 first right now to him.
Maybe I'm just high on Jared Verse. I've been a Jared Verse guy ever since he came
out. I think he's worth 2 firsts with his age. But at the same time, it's Myles Garrett. If any player on the defense, like if Micah Parsons gets 2 first-round picks, I firmly deserve that Myles Garrett deserves at least 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Because I think Myles Garrett is a much better player than Micah Parsons. Granted, it isn't more of Micah Parsons more inside than outside when he rushes too, though?
Yeah.
He's more outside.
Is he?
Wait a minute, Myles Garrett or who you referencing just now?
I was talking about Micah
Oh my
Parsons.
God! Hold on.
Micah Parsons is more outside, and they occasionally inside. Yeah, so
Is that a Yankees logo? No, it says home. But let's go over to the AJ Brown news. I mean, it's really not exciting when it's the worst kept secret in the NFL. I mean, you thought it wasn't going to happen. I was more on it's going to happen. Unfortunately, I really wanted the Chiefs to slide in there at the end, but they didn't. So, I mean,
Chiefs are going to get your boy Diggs.
I don't know, man. I think that he's coming home.
Possibly.
I don't want him to come, but he might. So I wore it for the memes. For the memes at this point. But nonetheless, AJ Brown was traded to the New England Patriots for I think a 2027 fifth and a 2028 first, if I'm correct.
yes.
Okay. So what do you guys think? You guys are
Yes.
Eagles fans. I don't I think it's a nothing burger. I think Howie could have got more, but at the same time, to get a 2028 first is not a bad deal because who knows what the Patriots are going to be doing in 2 years. You know, they could be back to stinking.
Yeah,
It could have been just the schedule. That's just me, though.
I really think it was more of a fair trade, like a fair exchange in this case.
Yeah.
And we're looking at what the Eagles have. I mean, the Eagles just got in my opinion, 2 young studs.
Mm-hmm.
In Eli Stowers and Mekhi Lemon. So I think it was a good trade. We got something we're planning for the future, and we've already got some strong. And then Devontae Smith is a 1 now. So I think he's been waiting for that moment. So I think
one thing I want to throw in before Philly goes, I think this is more of a good thing for Jalen too. I know that him and AJ were close. I don't know how much the media has it's true where they're not friends anymore, if they are or not. I don't care about that part. But I think it'll be interesting to see. No disrespect to Devontae Smith. He's good. But this will be the first year with Jalen Hurts being the quarterback and the guy and the guaranteed guy without a true number 1 wide receiver like AJ Brown. So I think it'll be very interesting to see. All right, go ahead, Philly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's Howie Roseman just the safe face with AJ Brown and no harm, and he did it. I'm sure there's other stuff he's got working, but the writing was on the wall last season with that whole book thing and everything else. And then they have enough offensive firepower now, like William said, like the Lemon coming in, Stowers coming in, Goddard, Barkley, Tanks Bigsby. They all can catch the ball. And Devontae's solid. He was the number 1 in Alabama for 2 years. So
little small for a 1, no, right?
yeah, I agree. But he's proven he can play with the big boys.
Yes,
That's true. That's true. He did more damage to the Bills than AJ Brown. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and AJ going to New England it helps New England. Unfortunately, it's sad for you because it does give Drake May a legit number 1.
It does.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I think the schedule is going to be too much for them, and we will reclaim our dominance. Well, our division at least, maybe not dominant.
Possibly.
But, that's all the trades I can think of that happened in the last 24 to 72 hours. Nothing came through the pipeline today besides Caleb Williams, a man that we'll be talking about in great detail in the coming minutes, being announced for the Madden cover.
Yep.
Didn't see that coming. I really thought it was going to be JSN.
Never really get excited about the Madden cover player
Not
because
no
it
more.
always happens during that year.
I mean, I'm sure you were a little excited last year, although it was an Eagles player, so maybe you weren't.
Yeah, but yeah, so we'll see. That's why I'm just like, hey, I hope he has a good year. I
Yeah,
was
me too.
surprised that he got it this year.
We
Um,
definitely don't hate Caleb here on this podcast. We are Caleb positive.
No, no.
yeah.
Um, but let's move over to the NFC North. What do you guys want to start with? You guys want to start worst to best, or what do you think?
I think all three of us defer on who's the best and worst. Honestly,
I'm going with the Bears.
As the best.
Yep, I'm dying on that hill.
So this is always interesting because are we talking about? And I'm not trying to get too technical, but if NFC North teams versus NFC North teams, who are the best? Because that's always an important thing to bring up because they can
Mhm.
really contend when they're going against each other. Because I'm going to argue that this year, I think Minnesota is going to surprise a lot of people. And I think they're going to be very good in this division. I don't know if they'll be first, but they really close to. They may be second best in this division.
It's a 4-man race.
Watch.
Let's be real.
I,
But all jokes aside, no, I'm actually going to go Detroit Lions as number one this year in the division. That's what I'm going.
that's exactly what I was just going to say.
Oh,
The NFC North has the weakest schedule of any division,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So they play the South, I
and the
take.
Lions have all the pieces now.
What was that?
Say it one more time.
The Lions have all the pieces now. They solidified their offensive line. They have the best linebacker in the division. I mean, we could start with them if you want.
All right, so you guys win that, so you guys can go Lions first. Oh, Jack Campbell. I was thinking, what are you talking about? He's good.
But
Yeah, go ahead. Whoever wants to start.
Um, I don't mind starting first. So the Lions, the I think one thing that I'm interested in seeing with the Lions, I just want to see how their offense is this year. I think the league kind of got hip to how they've been running their offense the last couple of years. So that's what has me the most interested about how things are going to go. But to the father's point, they've got the pieces. I mean, their offense is loaded. Jared Goff has been slinging it. He's been doing really well ever since he got there. Hopefully he can keep that up for them. But yeah, they look good, both sides of the ball. I think it's going to be interesting to see how they do. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Philly.
yeah, definitely. I mean, they had a good draft too. Take that kid Blake Miller's a monster, and him and Pennell as your bookends, almost as good as the Eagles bookends.
So that's what that.
I mean, and they didn't hurt themselves by drafting Moore as an edge to help them out. And I think Tesla has a breakout season this year.
I
And
like.
again, Jack Campbell solidifies that he's a star along with Hutchinson.
Yeah. I love Derek Moore too. Shout out to Derek Moore. I think that was a really good pick.
Keep going. All right. So here's my thoughts on the 2026 Lions. They did hire new offensive coordinator Drew Petzing. Here's a little hint for you guys, because you guys don't know all my secrets, but he's a huge fan of tight ends, don't you know? So I think Sam Laporta has his best year since his rookie year. Rookie year was his best year, I would say. I think we can all agree to that. Over 1,000
Yeah.
yards.
Oh yeah.
So I think he'll be back at full force. Jared Goff is what, 33 years old now? 32 years old, somewhere in there?
Two. 32.
32? Okay.
One or two.
You got the
Yep.
best running back in the league, in my opinion, the best running back in the league, Jameer Gibbs. Very good offensive line. Defense, Jack Campbell. You got Hutch, Terrion Arnold, Brian Branch. I like them. I know Terrion Arnold supposedly is really bad, but sometimes you're just the piece that gets picked on the most.
Yep.
I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of Arnold. I don't think he's as bad as PFF says, but to each their own. But yeah, I see the Lions coming in second place in the division, finishing 11-7. Yeah, that's right, right? 11-7. That's 18. Yeah,
Yes.
sounds right. So yeah, since you went first, who do we see coming in second on your guys' end?
I have the Bears at second.
Yeah, I do too. I'm with you.
Okay, I get to talk about the Bears finally. I will start this one, mostly because is that an Erlacher jersey?
Of course.
There you go. I love it. So the Bears, Caleb Williams, he's my guy. I got three quarterbacks that are my guy. Cam, Josh, and Caleb, obviously. That's no secret between the three of us. I just think he was amazing last year. I don't know if you guys watched all the playoffs games for the Bears, but they were quite amazing. Should have beat the Rams, in my opinion. DJ Moore, absolutely idiotic for stopped running on that route. That should not have been an interception. That should have been in the end zone, in my opinion. But other than that, doesn't matter. He's a Bill now. But long story short, I see the Bears going 15-3. I really do. I think Kyle Madungai and DeAndre Swift are the best running back tandem in the league. Or 15-2, technically. 15-2. Because they only play 17 games. But I think they are the best tandem in the league now that Sonic and Knuckles are broken up. I think they have the ability to have one of the best wide receiver crews around. I think they could have the best tight end in the league as well. Defense is looking better. Obviously not perfect. It's going to be their weak link compared to their offense, but I really see a 15-2 and an NFC championship appearance where I do think they'll lose. But that's only because it'll be their first time that deep in the playoffs. And I think Ben Johnson will get too cute. Go ahead.
Doesn't matter if you want me to go next or you want to go farther. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can go real quick. So I agree. I don't know about the two loss thing. The NFC North beats each other up. I have them and the Lions tied, but I have the Lions beating them in a tiebreaker because the division wins. That's how I have the Lions beating them. And like you said, they have improved. Their wide receiver depth is questionable after Khalif Raymond, I think. That's what their only weakness on offense because they upgraded the line. They got another kid. They drafted a kid, Jones, for center, maybe their next star center. And I think they filled their quarterback in the defense with that kid Diamond. I think he might be defensive rookie of the year.
That's true.
Overall, not just the North. That kid's ball hawk. He can tackle. He's smart. Came from a top program in college.
I like it.
I mean, but I think they need another wide receiver.
That's what the trade deadline's for. What do you think their overall record will be?
I got from beating each other up and all. I think they're 12-5. Them and the Lions.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Waiver Wire.
Like you said,
Yeah. So for me, looking at the Bears, I do like the Bears this year. I think they're gonna have a really successful season. Although they added a lot of good pieces on the defense, I want to see it in action. I want to see what that defense is going to look like this year. I do think if there's any weakness that they could have, it could be the defense. I do have wonders about the RB room too. I just have to say that. I know Swift looked really good last year, but I just got to point out my only gripe about DeAndre Swift is I personally think he has some of the worst vision from the running back position in the pros. Like he just doesn't have great vision.
Yeah, but he's built like a.
I'm thinking about how good the defenses are in this division. Are they going to be hip to that?
Brick house.
I mean, they're so good. So I say all that to say I am very concerned about their divisional matchups. I think that the Bears are going to struggle in a lot of the divisional games. I'm actually going to go with them. Make sure I get my records right. I'm going with 11-7. So that's the record I have. And yeah, so I think it's gonna be. I think they're still gonna have a good year. I think it's gonna come down to. It's gonna be very fun. I can't wait to see the last game of the season because they have to face the good old Vikings. I think that's gonna be a very interesting game because
All
I'll tell
right.
you that defense. I love the defensive coordinator. We'll get to them later. So
All right. Sounds good. Pack attack or Vikings? I'm on the pack attack.
you can go. Sure, let's go Packers.
All right. You want to start, Father?
Yeah, I can start. So I have the Packers right off the bat going 7-10, finishing last in the division because I think Mike is out until at least the Cowboys game, and he controls their defense. I don't. You can tell me otherwise, but they do have my one of my favorite rookies this year, Trey Smack, who I think
Yeah.
becomes a kicker of the future for them. Like, and Green Bay's always had great kickers. We all know that.
Yeah.
But I like that kid Smack and all. And they also got my boy from Penn State, Dennis Sutton, who will help them and why they're waiting for Parsons to come back.
I'm sure
But I
you're
mean,
saying
they're another one. Their
he
wide
was.
receiver room is phenomenal. Their running back is Jacobs when he's not causing trouble, and that's about it. I
Yeah.
don't believe in that kid Brooks. I don't think. I mean, he was a fill in. Anybody could fill. We could fill in and run for 100 yards behind good offensive lines. Well, not me anymore.
Yeah.
But
I would get
their
hit behind
defense,
the
they
line.
still have a great cornerback room.
Nah,
Yeah, their cornerbacks are still really good, so they won't. You can't throw on them as much, but you're
nah.
going to be able to run on them.
Yeah. Be able to run on him.
Yeah,
I'm very interested to see what happens with Jacobs. It's sounding more and more like he's actually innocent, so I'm a little confused what's going to happen there. Can only hope for the
yeah.
best for him.
I mean,
Um,
Hargrave was a good pickup for them too this year.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
But
for sure.
All right, we got 9:53 left. Let's close out strong here, boys. Go ahead, Wiz.
Yeah, so I'll be quick. Packers. I think they're gonna have similar trouble in these divisional games without Micah, and I'm concerned about Josh Jacobs. I am. I really hope, for their sake, that he's able to be here for the season. Because if they were to
Right.
lose both of them, I think they're gonna have a hard time without that run game. Josh Jacobs is very underrated in how good he is. So it really, so they're kind of up in the air. I think if they're missing both of them, I would have them going. I would give them a losing record, maybe like 8-9. Am I calculating that right? Was it 8-10 with the extra game? I don't know,
Eight
but
nine.
wins, yeah, like eight around that 8 wins. You know, I think they'll be closer to maybe 9 or 10 if they have their other pieces. So I think it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Yeah,
I'm
Micah
gonna shout
coming.
out to Edrin Cooper. For fantasy football folks, as long as Micah is out, Edrin Cooper will be in LB1 because they're gonna blitz him like crazy. So just shout out for people who just want that advice. There you
Yeah, that's good advice. I ain't gonna lie.
go.
So for me, the Packers, you know, I was at 10-7 with them coming in as the seventh seed again, like usual. Um, Remains to be seen what happens with Jacobs. We did get the announcement today that Micah would be out for at least the first 4 games. He is on the PUP list officially as of today. So quite scary. I don't have their exact schedule in front of me, so I would have to really look over it, but don't have time with the way that our episodes are formatted right now. But as far as Golden goes, man, I really hope he hits because if he doesn't, that is going to look like a very bad pick for them. that was a player that should have made the top 10 or the Key 4 Cut 4 segment. But as far as everything else goes, I mean, they have great receiver depth. You're high on Christian Watson. Um, I like Reed over there. Can't think of his Dontavian Reed. No,
No, Wicks
wait,
is gone.
no, it's Weeds. Wicks is in the Eagles, right?
Yes, he came back.
Jalen Reed, I believe.
Jalen Reed. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
He broke his collarbone last year in week 1.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
cat. I wish Dobbs was still there, but unfortunately he's in New England, so I don't get to like him anymore. And another thing that neither of you guys failed to mention, what is going on with the tight end over there?
Yes, that is very concerning.
We
Yeah,
don't
who
know how
knows?
serious
Love
he popped. What ACL week 7, 8. He's probably not going to be ready week 1, Mr. Kraft.
Yeah.
Musgrave is all right, though.
I mean, he's a good plug and play, but something if you're going 4 to 6 to 8 weeks without your best player on offense, in my opinion, he's the best player on the entire offense, Tucker Kraft.
Mhm.
I value him more than Josh Jacobs, just with age.
I think they're kind of equal because, and I know we're running a long time, but Tucker Kraft, he reminds me of prime Dallas Goedert. Tucker Kraft can block his tail off. So
Yeah,
that's why they need him because he creates that running game that they have and makes it a lot better. So without him, so that's why I said I'm very concerned. They have a lot of injuries, so we got to see how that pans out.
All right, and let's get over to the Vikings and give them at least 3 minutes of attention. Um, uh, so we got Justin Jefferson, we got Kyler Murray, running backs Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, Jordan Addison, obviously, TJ Hawkinson's. So not a whole bunch of change, but new quarterback coming in. I would guarantee he's the starter, in my opinion. We'll get a quick opinion over here. The defense is solid. Harrison Smith still not back yet, from what I understand. Hasn't re-signed, hasn't made a decision on the future yet. So hopefully he re-signs because he's just a classic player, player from our childhood. Well, okay, my childhood. But other than that, I don't have much to say about them. I think they get 8 wins if they're lucky. 7-11 at worst. All right, go ahead, Weez.
I gotta say it. My favorite. My favorite person on the Minnesota Vikings staff. It's Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Defense. Love that defense, and I mean, I know it's crazy for me to shout him out, and then I got to make sure I show love to the head coach because he is the QB whisperer himself.
For sure.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot. They just have a great coaching room, is what I'm trying to say. The coaching room is really good. I do think it's going to help them to get more wins, and I think this is a bounce back year for Kyler, y'all. People are
Yeah.
ragging on Kyler. Buy low on Kyler. Go get you some Kyler, y'all, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's going to turn things around. I actually have the Vikings. It depends on how things fall. I think they'll be tied for second in division, or maybe they'll tie for third. But I have them winning like around the 9 to 10 win range as well. I think they're going to surprise some folks and have a better than expected season.
It absolutely sounds good to me. All right, go ahead, Philly. We got another visit.
So yeah, shout out. Yeah, hey, shout out to my wife, Mrs. Philly. Her most loved coach is Kevin Connolly, and I'm like every time Minnesota's on, she's like, "Oh, don't change it, don't change it. They might show him." Like, okay, which is fine. I could care less. But yeah, I don't think the Vikings have an identity. They need to find their identity, especially if they don't re-sign Harrison, who was the heart and soul of that team for 10 years. I mean, they went defensive heavy in the draft to help their defense, losing Greenwood to the Eagles, which and I don't know how you guys feel. I know how you feel a little bit, but I think Howie fleeced them for him. Um, the They just, like I said, they don't have an identity really, and they could, when they face the Colts, it could be the return of Daniel Jones when they face the Colts that week. So I don't think they're going to prepare for one and get the other. But I still have them above the Packers at 8 and 9. So I
Fair
just don't.
enough.
I think they're a team without an identity. I love Hawkinson, and Jefferson's Jefferson, but other than that, nothing is like, oh my god.
Justin Jefferson better bounce back, or I'm not going to have a fantasy football team next
Not with Kyler Murray.
year.
He's got O'Connell though, y'all. I mean, unless O'Connell's losing his touch, we're gonna find out this year. But I don't
No,
think.
of course. O'Connell's the big difference for them.
I think they're gonna.
All right. Hate to cut you guys off, but we got 1 minute
Nope.
and 59 seconds, so we're going to get to our outro and do our usual things. All right. So do good, be good, go Bills. God bless. Go ahead, Wiz.
Be great. Be blessed. Go Birds.
And go ahead, Father.
Yeah. Be healthy, happy, get rid of negativity in your life. Go Birds.
Like that one. All right. And
Family first.
our songs. For you, it is going to be a little bit different than usual. It is going to be um, Iron Fist by Cohedia and Cambria. Go ahead, Wiz.
And I'm gonna go with Happiness by the Foreign Exchange.
Okay. And go ahead, Father.
So I got one for each of you real quick. I got for you, King, I got Hot Stepper by Ino Kamoza.
Okay.
Listen to that song. It's a great song. And for my man Wiz, Dave Matthews Band, Every Day.
All right.
All right.
So
Well, we'll see you on the post show.
appreciate you guys having me.
Yes, we appreciate you. You'll be back during the season for sure, and I'm sure you'll be back before the season even starts. But thank you, everyone. Have a good night. And